Now, when my love of motorcycles first began, I wasn't interested in sport bikes or cruisers like most of my friends were. I mean, it's not like I didn't like those kind of motorcycles, but my heart was drawn to a very specific genre of motorcycle: the bobber. Now, a bobber styling is iconic, right? But nowadays, the term is thrown around pretty loosely to describe any motorcycle with a solo seat. And what we have here is a 2017 Triumph Bonneville bobber, a factory-made bobber as proclaimed by Triumph. But can you have that? Can you have a factory bobber? Well, let's compare it to my 1994 Honda Magna bobber build. It's got a solo seat, no suspension, no front fender, no rear fender, no mufflers, no mirrors, no blinkers, and an autistic owner. It's loud, it's low, and to be honest with you guys, it's uncomfortable to ride. This is still hot. But is that it? Does that make it a bobber? Well, without going into too much detail, a bobber is simply a motorcycle that has been stripped of all the unnecessary parts. Bobbing motorcycles began in the 1930s and was done to reduce weight and improve performance, while also giving the motorcycle a more modern look. If you'd like to hear more about if you'd like me to make more videos about bobbers and where they came from, leave a like. That's my Christopher Walken impression. Subscribe today. I have it in my script. Say it like a shitter. But with all that being said, does the Bonneville bobber classify as a true bobber, or is it just wearing a bobber's hat? Let's take a closer look at it. It also has suspension, a front fender, a rear fender, mirror rather, and blinkers. But like, it has to have those things. Like, in order to comply with regulations, it has to have blinkers and mirrors and an exhaust. But let's take a look at the traditional Bonneville. It features long fenders, front and rear. It has 2 rear shocks instead of 1, like the bobber. The bobber also comes with lower profile mirrors and blinkers, as well as a smaller and lighter exhaust. I mean, by all definition, it is a bobbed version of its traditional self. Honestly, I think it checks a lot of the boxes, but we won't know if it's a true bobber until we get some ride time. So let's get this thing out on the road and see what it has in it.
All right, so I have right here a 2017 Triumph bobber, Bonneville bobber, a 1200cc cruiser. We got some aftermarket stuff on it. We got some grips. We got some ASV levers, that's real nice. We got a single mirror, Amazon special it looks like. Some aftermarket bars, some ape hangers. I don't know the brand, but they look quality. A nice solo seat. Oh, dude, no way. That company makes the original seat that came on the Honda Magna. That's very interesting. Looks like we got some velocity stacks. I don't know if these are aftermarket. I mean, they say Triumph on them. I'm gonna assume those are stock. It looks like it's straight piped. Solo tail light back there. I know these bikes normally come with like a fender. Very cool bike, man. I'm excited to ride this thing. Let's go hop on it and go for a spin. Right, key goes down here. Oh, I haven't ridden with apes in a very long time. Ooh. Oh, shit. This bad bitch is a little loud. God damn, dude. Whoa. Whoa, dude, this is weird, bro. Oh my God, what? Man, this thing is interesting. The setup is so fucking strange. That mirror fucking sucks. Wow. I don't know, man. This bike is very interesting. Okay, man, I gotta say, originally I was gonna say that I don't know if this bike is a bobber because it's factory made and it's probably not comfortable, and it's probably comfortable, but it is fucking, brother. Jesus! You gotta fucking hold on for dear fucking life. This thing wants to throw you off of it. I was not expecting that, not even a little bit. I want off of this thing. This thing is fucking scary. It's fucking fast. Holy shit. I was prepared to talk so much shit about this bike. God dang, that is weird. It's such a weird platform, dude. I don't think I like the ape hangers. I think that is what's throwing me off is the apes. I think if it wasn't for the apes, I would probably have a little bit more love for this thing. I get why people like them, but a mixture between the tall risers and the high single solo seat, I mean, it is All right. Okay, all right. I'm collecting my thoughts. I've got a lot of opinions going on. I genuinely thought that this was going to be a completely different experience, but no. I think this bike checks the bobber box. I genuinely do. One of the most notable things about my Honda Magna bobber is that it is a fucking uncomfortable to ride. It is not fun to ride unless, like, you know the bike. Right? If you know what the bike feels like, you're like, oh, that's normal. But I mean, good God. That sounds so good. It's got a very grabby clutch. I like that. It's very notchy gears. I understand why they have this. I don't like that. It actually sounds really good. I expected this thing to sound like shit full throttle. But dude, honestly, it checks a lot of the boxes when it comes to a bobber. I mean, it is a stripped down version of itself. You can't even tell that there's blinkers on there. I think there are. I think there's blinkers on here. Someone bobified a bobber though. Woo, dude, I can't do that. The seat is way too slippery for that. The solo seat, I mean, you want to, like, your butt cheeks are barely holding on with this setup. It's actually like, if it wasn't for the seat, it would be a pretty comfortable bike. But that is besides the point, technically, of the bobber aspect. One of the main things I think about when I think of a bobber is that it's kind of fucking miserable to ride, right? Are you talking about a bike with minimal add-ons? If anything, most of them removed. Like a true bobber either has no fender or really short fenders. This bike has basically no fenders. A bobber has all the, like, important shit removed. But I feel like a bobber, a true bobber, is supposed to be a little bit shit to ride, right? Like, it's supposed to be a little not fun. It's a bike with with nothing on it. Wow. That's fucking obnoxious. It's got the pops though, dude. You bring the snap, I'll bring the crackle, and we'll have pops together, buddy. Robin Hood or Robin Who, I'm in your neighborhood robbing everybody. It's got some meat to it, bro. It's got some meat to it. I like it. It's terrifying to ride, though. It's hard to explain. It kind of reminds me of, like, the way the Sportsters feel, where you're sitting on top of a bike rather than in a bike, which I guess is true here. I wonder if bicyclists love that or hate that. I'm not gonna lie, dude, I feel like a badass. Like, that dude probably thinks that I'm riding a Harley or something like that, when in reality, I'm riding like a boy-kissing Triumph. If Tom Brady rode a motorcycle, it would be this bike, because this bike kisses its son on the lips. Oh my gosh. Woo! Right in front of a cop, naturally. Let's see if he turns around on me. Turn around on me. Be good clickbait. He didn't. I was really expecting to hop on this thing and it'd be comfortable and, like, quiet and smooth and have a lot of amenities like cruise control. But bro, you don't have fucking none of that. At least not, I don't know what this is. I know what that is. What's that? M. What is that M button? It might have cruise control. I mean, it's got caution lights and blinkers. That is what it is. It's got an information system here on the handlebars. You can navigate your little menu here. So, like, it's already got more electronics than I think a bobber should. But man, I think it works. Please don't stop, because I'm going. Oh, that was legal. I made it. It's so weird, man. I've ridden so many bikes over the years, to the point now where I can hop on a bike and immediately tell how that bike is gonna feel for a ride. And this bike gave up its characteristics so quick. I mean, it was like, this is who the fuck I am. God, it actually sounds really good. It's not Honda Magna sound good, but God, does it sound good. Literally the exact opposite of what I expected out of this bike is what I'm getting. It is powerful, it's jerky, it's loud, it is not comfortable, it's jarring. I was really expecting the smoothness out of a bike like this. Like if I was being like, oh, that's a factory bobber. I really can't get enough of the sound. It's just like I feel like I'm sitting on a fucking doorknob with this seat though, dude. And if you know what I'm talking about when I say that, I hate to break it to you, dude, but you're gay. Gay as hell. Got a gear indicator. Didn't expect that. Wouldn't expect that out of a bobber. Hold on. I'm like slipping off the seat, bro. Just let those pops ring. Dude, I'm getting like, this honestly feels like what a modern Magna would feel like, in my humble opinion. I think that the Magna's probably faster. Like, I think the Magna probably has a few more beans in the tank, if you know what I'm saying. It's got a few more balls. I mean, the Magna's half the displacement, but it is a V4, so it makes power completely different. Completely different. I feel like I look like a brother. Brother. Nice bike, brother. Brother. God, this thing is so punchy. It honestly, it shifts like a bolt action rifle. That's the only way I can describe the transmission, is that it's got like a really notchy clunk to it that I'm just not used to. You know, even especially Japanese bikes have a little bit softer of a shift. It's a kind of like a clink. This thing is a fucking clack. It's like you're in gear. Ah! Are we going downtown Marietta? Let's disturb the peace. I'm a menace, born and raised in the South Side, the East Side, Atlanta, Georgia, no, West, fuck, where am I from? Yo, I don't have to try to be an asshole with this thing, it just kind of happens. Whoa, god dang. Yo, you hit that gear, you hit that second or third gear, and it's just like, wow! Very surprising amount of power out of this thing. It's only 1,200 cc's. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking, damn, 1,200, that's double my CBR, 600, double my R6. It's just, it's different, dude. This engine is a parallel twin. It just makes power very differently. It's a lot of torque. Like a lot of down low and medium range torque. But that top end sings, too. Dude, they loved it. Yo, something about a loud, bubbly bike just makes people smile. Unless it's 2 a.m. and then they want to shoot at you all of a sudden. Whoa, I just scraped peg. That's a 6-speed. Wow. I was expecting a 5-speed. Wow. Wow. Literally, wow. It's in the name. Also, thanks again to WOW for letting me take this bike out. It's terrifying. Oh my god, dude. You scrape so easily on this thing. Wake up, everybody! Daddy's home! This bike is obnoxious. I love it. I like, honestly, if you don't feel like spending the time investing into like a Japanese cruiser and chopping it and bobbing it and doing all that work, picking up something like this, I get it. I totally get it. I was so getting ready to talk shit and be against this bike, and it's got things about it that I don't like. But I think most of that is due to personal preference, right? I think that if the handlebars were different and the seat were different, I'd be sucking this bike's dick. Dang, this thing's dope. I like the stance. It was a girl driving that. I wasn't expecting that. Hell yeah. Someone honked at me, like, yo, I can't have 10 seconds to say hey to somebody with a cool car. How about you suck my fucking dick, bro? How about you get on all fours and literally suck my fucking dick, bro? Okay, opinion on this bike has changed 180 from before I rode it. And that's why you should never judge a book by its cover. Am I right, my dudes? The Triumph Bonneville Bobber is on my list of bikes that I like. And honestly, the more I ride it, the more comfortable I get on it, you know? It's fucking relatively stable. Like I said, I think the handlebars and the seat make a big difference in how this bike rides. If this thing had more down-low handlebars and a more comfy seat, bro, I never thought I'd say this. This seat is worse than my Magnus seat. And I don't have rear suspension. All right, one more goose before we turn this thing back in. Why it do that like that? It just sounds, it sounds really good. Maybe these guys will just let me on through here. Thank you. It's pretty flickable too, man. I gotta say, it's pretty light. I like it. I would change some things, but I like it. It's got ABS? Yeah. That's weird. Oh, Candy's gonna get so mad at me for this one. That's what I get for being prejudiced. I came in here and I prejudged this motorcycle. I told myself that it was gonna be both dumb and gay, and it wasn't. It's actually the opposite. If you want my final closing thoughts on this thing, it is cooler to look at than it is to ride. If you're looking for something to comfortably ride daily, you know, I don't think this is where your head would be at. I think this is more of like a, yo, let's go to the bars, you know, let's go out cruising for a little bit. It's more of like a brother style bike than it is like a ride every day bike. But that's personal preference. That's personal preference. Again, thank you, Wow, for letting me take this bike out and doing a review on it. And we got more to come. We got more to come.
What do you think? Do you think this bike deserves the title of a bobber? Personally, I say to hell with all these subcategories of motorcycles and micro definitions and mini classes. I don't really care about any of that. I think it's important that you just enjoy whatever you ride. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Also, thank you, Wow, for letting me ride this motorcycle and do my reviews as always. They're located in Marietta, Georgia. They're the biggest used motorcycle dealership in the US, if not the world. They have over 600 motorcycles on hand at all times. Come and see them. Stay safe, y'all. All right, can I go now? Can I go have food now? Are you guys gonna let me out of here? You can put the gun down. I'm not running anymore. Scoot, scoot.
Chop, chop.
And what we have here is a Triumph motorcycle. And what we have here is a 2017 Bonneville fuck. It's not a Bonneville fuck. It really isn't a Bonneville fuck. Bonneville Triumph. It's a Triumph Bonneville. What the fuck? No, don't even worry about it. It's good.
You doing goofy shit.
I'm doing goofy shit.
You want goofy mode.
Oh man, you on that goofy shit.
You on that goofy mode right
Yo,
now.
you on that Fortnite Battle Pass. Dude, how are we the most autistic people in the world when we get together? It's crazy. The Goofy, you know the cheese pizza from the Goofy movie? Why is that shit so good looking, bro?
It looks so slap.
I would give my left nut for a slice of that Goofy cheese pizza. Take my kidney. I got 2 of them. Gotta get those jump cuts.
Retention editing.
Yeah, dude, you understand. The only retention I do is semen. Not mine, though. Other people's. I collect it. Do I look like I'm on a Xan right now? Do I look like I popped the molly because I'm sweating so fucking much? It's only fucking 89 degrees up here. Maybe I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. More cowbell. This bobber is gay. This bobber held me down at the Quick Trip and blew me. I could not stop. I can't, there's no way I can put that. That's gonna be a credit video. I feel like I look fucking cracked out with this. You let me hold some quarters? You got any scratches? Of its traditional self.
You're gonna do a jump cut to your face, zoom in.
How do you fucking know my editing already? Like, you're such an asshole. I learned how to do all my editing from meme compilations on the internet.
Yeah, man. What a PNG of a gorilla falls across.
Of a balber? Do you think that it has a balber? I am from Sweden. Balbers are very common around here. It's what we used to call your mother when she was working the corners, because she'd be balbing on my peanut. That just fell off on its own.